Okay, so we're gonna react to this. This was it came up in my TikTok feed. Go ahead and play it.
Let's see if the bar's on the floor.
Oh, hold on. Pause. Okay, scroll back. You got put in the video tab. You gotta. Oh, okay. Then you gotta click one of the. It's probably the top one. The very top. Yep. Hide that one. Okay, go ahead. And start it from the beginning. Yep.
Let's see if the bar's on the floor. This is the bare minimum for dating me. Number 1, ask me to be his girlfriend. Literally bare minimum. We can go on dates, we can hang out. If you do not ask me to be your girlfriend or do some kind of a gesture, big or small, I'm not your girlfriend. I am not your girlfriend, and I can be seeing other people.
More.
Number 2, buys me flowers often. Often, for me, bare minimum, meaning once a month or at least once every 2 months. I'm like a self-care, romanticize my life kind of girl, so if you do not buy me flowers, I will be buying myself flowers. It doesn't have to be a huge bouquet of 10,000 roses or whatever. It doesn't matter how big the bouquet is every single time. I just care to know that you're not only gonna buy me flowers once just because I'm your girlfriend and you secured the deal. I'm gonna need flowers every so often. You're not getting away with 1 flower per year.
The list in the notes.
Number 3, picks me up and drops me off home unless otherwise stated. If we're going somewhere, I do not care if your house is inconvenient. You're gonna pick me up and you're gonna drop me off like a proper gentleman. Unless I am already right next to the area that we're gonna meet in, you're gonna have to pick me up and drop me off. You should be caring about my safety, okay? And just so you know, if your boyfriend's only coming to pick you up and drop you off if it's convenient to him, that is not love. The people who love you don't only do things because it is convenient to do so. Number 4, offers to pay for every activity and doesn't expect me to do 50-50. Not to say that I'm never gonna buy you anything or that I'm never gonna offer to pay for a meal, but if you are expecting me to pay, if you are literally expecting me to pay
Her part is just
for
showing
stuff,
up.
then you got the wrong girl. I'm sorry, I can't do it. There are girls who like 50-50, just not me. Follow for part 2. Tell me if my standards are too high.
Are her standards too high?
Yes,
Let's start with you. We'll go around the table. Go ahead.
No, I don't think they're too high. She's honestly not asking for much, and everyone has their own list of what their bare minimum is, and I think it's cool that she has a list, and it's good to have standards for dating, because if you take dating seriously, then you have standards. So nothing she was asking for was that crazy.
Every person has different standards and expectations, but most of the time in dating, what people do is they choose a few qualities that we like in each other and then throw away the rest. And we want that person to be those qualities all the time, but we be dating the whole person with all the qualities. So if you have those standards, that's okay, but you can't be picking somebody and then trying to choose their qualities.
I agreed with some things she said and some not. I personally can't stand flowers, so and I know that's really traditional. I do agree with he should not expect the 50-50, but life is not black and white. Each person's an individual. They have their own thoughts, but yeah, and the driving thing, a lot of women now, they don't like being picked up for a first date because in case they have to leave. So I kind of get the sense she wants more traditional men, but sometimes I don't agree with
They got to get back to their man, you know what I'm saying? During the day, my man just texted me, I got to go back, so they drove themselves. That's, it's important.
Well, it's interesting that you did mention the getting picked up and dropped off thing, but she also mentioned safety. But I mean, well, if she knows the guy, I suppose it's fine. But certainly for a first date,
Right.
A lot of women would not be comfortable, for example, going over to the guy's house immediately without having, well, some have no problem with it, but a lot of women would not just first time ever meeting go to the guy's house. So in that same vein, I don't think, shouldn't you also feel a bit concerned about getting into a total stranger's car? So I actually think for safety reasons, the best thing is to meet the guy there, even if that's not traditional safety-wise. It's actually probably the best move to just meet the guy there. But I suppose she's talking about a boyfriend.
Yeah, she's definitely talking about being in a relationship, not
Well, she's
first
talking about the
dates.
transition into a relationship. Remember, because she said, you're not my boyfriend until you say this.
Yeah, but she's talking about someone that she wants to keep seeing. This wasn't
By the way-
anything to do with just first date status.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
well, that's a great point. But the other thing is though, if she wasn't attracted to the dude, none of that shit matters. None of that shit matters, right? If she goes on a date with a guy and he's not attracted to her, and he goes, "I want you to be my girlfriend," she'd be like, "Get the fuck away from me!" Like all the things she just said, they don't matter. But because that's the thing when women say, "I want a man to buy me flowers," no, you want a guy who's you're attracted to buy you flowers. If a motherfucker who is you're not attracted to buys you flowers, you'll be it's you have to have status before you give status, and that's why whenever I hear women say this stuff, if some guy's gonna watch that and open up by like just sending her flowers when she's not attracted, that is a horrible mistake.
Yeah.
Showing vulnerability before you have attraction.
It's like putting in effort before you even know if you
For
want
sure,
that.
exactly. Yeah,
And
you
what's
have to.
wrong with putting in effort before knowing? Like I
Because-
feel like sometimes it's cool to put the effort because you never
That's
know.
asking
you
a
never
lot.
know.
Got it.
to
But have
give-
you ever seen a guy and just been attracted to him and then gone on a date with him and it gone really well that night? Has that ever happened?
Like I
Okay,
definitely have
but
that.
you understand that now the guy who's sitting there putting in effort, you hooked up with a dude who just because you were attracted off the bat, and now this guy's got to put in effort. Do you understand how he might not want to put in effort?
Totally, but like we're talking about, this is like a relationship thing. So this
Yeah.
is all pertaining to not hypotheticals. It's pertaining to someone she wants to pursue. She's talking about someone that she wants to pursue and what she expects of someone that she also wants to pursue. We're not talking about not someone you don't want you to like be giving you flowers. She's literally talking about already being in that step of like, we like each other. This is what I expect from us
But
being in a mutual
what
liking.
what if she decides later on that she's like, oh, never mind, I don't.
That's
like
fine,
him.
but that's not what
But
the
that's
video
not fine
was
for
about.
him.
No, I
Like,
agree.
I'm
I was bringing up
I'm
a
keeping it to
hypothetical. I
that.
saw this
Yeah.
video as a transition into a relationship. That's what I saw the video as.
Would she throw out all of those if she was attracted to the person?
Yeah,
Of
she's
course,
not. She wouldn't
100%,
say that
100%.
if she wasn't
Right,
attracted. You know, so I'm saying like.
I will put my money on yes. She
Isn't
would put
she
those
will blow her nose when she
whenever
finds an
I hear a
attractive
woman
person?
emphatically state over and over again how she will not sleep with a guy on the first date, that tells me emphatically she has slept with a guy on the first date. Why else are you saying this?
Being
Like
called
I see
back.
this all the time. It's like again, like if you are someone who just knows I'm going to sleep with somebody when I'm ready to sleep with them, you aren't even going to bring that up. Right? As men, we don't bring it up, but why do women bring it up? Because you did sleep with Brock, the bartender, on your first date. Because you did go out with a male stripper and slept with him on the first date. And then the next guy you date, he's got to wait. But it's different for him because he's not as attractive. And the thing is, from those guys' standpoint, they don't want to be the one to wait when you let some other dude smash on the first date. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? That's the issue. That's a different point of view. I'm not saying
is a
that that's
point
what
of
she's
view,
saying here.
yes.
Obviously, we're assuming that both people are
Right.
attracted. But the thing is, when men watch this, they get confused, and they start thinking when she describes these things that are comfort builders, what she's doing is describing comfort. She's not describing attraction. She's saying, "I'm already attracted to you. These are the things that I need you to do so that I can
Yes.
garner some control in the relationship." What I found is this is just. It's a very generalistic way to say this, but things that build attraction, that women find men more attractive, the woman is sort of losing power. Like just again, he makes more money, he's very good looking, he gets a six pack all of a sudden, and other women are staring at him. She's sort of losing power. And things that where he's building comfort, the dad bod, the dad bod myth, those are things where a woman is gaining power. So when she states every single one of those things, she's gaining power. She's not paying 50-50 anymore. He's going to pick her up. And all the things she describes, she's gaining power. Those are not attraction qualities. Attraction qualities are where women are generally losing power, and in comfort qualities are generally where men are gaining power, or where women are gaining power. And so when you ask women what they find attractive, they describe what they find comfortable, which is why you hear girls say, "I like the dad bod," which is a fucking lie. And over and over again. No, you don't. You do not choose short-term sexual partners with a fucking dad bod. What you do, though, is you see really rich, successful actors or people like Elon Musk with the dad bod, and you're like, "Oh, that's sexy." No, it's sexy because he's already famous. It's just like if a regular dude goes around wearing a pink dress like Machine Gun Kelly, he looks like a fool. He's a moron wearing a pink dress. But Machine Gun Kelly is famous. He can wear a pink dress because he's famous. The rest of you just look like a clown wearing a pink dress. So that's the difference. You cannot give value unless you have value. And a lot of times women open up by saying, "Send me flowers, tell me you're my girlfriend," all this kind of stuff. And that's the problem. You can't open that way.